What's up, guys, and welcome back to the AC Milan career mode here on FC24. We are now to episode number 12 of Season 1, and it will be the final episode of Season 1. As you can see here, we have 3 games remaining in the Serie A, and we are 2 points ahead of Inter Milan and Napoli in 2nd and 3rd place, and 3 in front of Roma in 4th place, as well as 7 in front of Juventus in 5th. So I think we firmly have top 4 wrapped up. We pretty much need, a win here in this next game, and we will solidify ourselves in the top 4. But if we win the next game, we also might solidify ourselves as champions. We never know what will happen. We will have 3 games in this episode, like I said. So we'll face Cagliari, Torino, and then we will face Salernitana for our last game. And hopefully be able to lift the Serie A trophy here at the end of season number 1. As you can see there, we did end up losing our Europa League matchup in the semifinals versus Stade Rennais. 0-0 in the first game, but unfortunately a 5-3 loss in the second game in that last episode. So go check that one out if you haven't already. It was a pretty good one. And please be sure to like the video and hit that subscribe button while you're at it. And also like this video while you're at it. So, yeah, you guys see the standings. We're 1st place. 5th place was pretty close until, like, the last episode. 1st through 5th were pretty close, but now it's just 1st through 4th. And then after that, there's a pretty big drop-off. Very, very big drop-off. And then down to the bottom, Cagliari, Torino, and Salernitana are 12th through 15th, and we're playing all 3 of them. So hopefully, we will be able to win all 3 of these games and solidify ourselves as champions. Before we get into anything else, I will show you guys a squad hub and show you guys the player stats for this season so far. With only 3 games remaining, we really don't have anybody that's going too crazy. I mean, Jimenez has been doing very well for us, so he kind of would be if he had been here all year. We brought him in the January transfer window, as well as Leal. Leal's been hurt for the last 3 months. He should be back by maybe the last couple games. So we might be able to get to use him for the end of the season. And then we've got Charles de Ketelaere here on loan, who's been quite the player for Atalanta, for Bergamo Calcio in game, of course. And we are definitely going to plan on using him next year. So it's exciting to see him get some good game time and have some quality contribution to that team over there. And then, as you can see, a lot of players here looking very good. We might have, by the end of the season, we might have like 8 guys with double-digit goals. So that would be insane. Pulisic has also been out for a few weeks. Ulisse is looking pretty good. We've got a solid team here. If you haven't been following the career mode to this point, I advise you to go check out the other episodes. But let's go ahead and get into the rest of this, and we're going to simulate to our first game here against Cagliari. It looks like Atalanta did confirm their move with Luka Jovic for 30 million. We're selling him within the league, but it's not too big of a deal. I don't rate him that highly. I mean, I think he's okay as a striker, but he's definitely nothing too worrisome. So if he moves on to Atalanta and gets a lot of game time, then that's all right with me. And then, let's go ahead and get into this game. Malik Tia is going to be wanting some game time. I don't know if we're going to give it to him in this game. We might get him in off the bench, but let's go ahead and get the lineup set. Leao is still slightly injured, so we can't get him into the team just yet. And I think we'll pretty much just stick with this for now. So let's go ahead and jump into this game, and let's try to get a win. Wow, what a tackle on Jimenez there. That ball's going to go out for a throw-in for us, though. Okafor, we're going to try to get this one in. We do find Reinders. Reinders, back post. Cross was a little bit too heavy to Ulisse. Jimenez actually gets to that, but we'll send it well over. Cagliari pushing forward. Ooh, Kalulu getting in a last-ditch effort and getting that ball away. And Jimenez with an excellent pass out here to Okafor off the back of that. We're going to look inside early for Reinders. And Reinders will finish it off. 11th minute. 1-0 over Cagliari. I have a feeling all 3 of these games, I mean, in theory, they should be easy for us, right? They're mid-table sides, but I'm hoping that they're going to be easy today. Oh, Jimenez. Can he make them pay for their mistakes? He can sure try to, and he sure will. 14 minutes gone, 2-0 already. Terrible mistake in defense by Cagliari. Gaetano over here to Shomurodov, I believe is how you say that name. Not exactly sure. Kalulu does well to get that away, though. Good pass inside to Nandez. Just trying to keep Tamori in a good position to get a tackle in. Yeah, does so well. Oh my goodness, what passing from the boys. Reinders pushing forward. Can we find a back pass to Jimenez? Probably should have just gone for the shot. What a terrible decision there. Benacer to Reinders. Okafor. We're going to look for the overlapping run from Theo Hernandez, who finds it back to Okafor. Tries to get a shot away. Jimenez now with it. Ulisse now with it. And a good save by Radunovic. I believe is how you say that name. We're going to have a corner here with Elise swinging this one in. Hopefully looking for Tamori, really, but Teo Hernandez ends up with it and sends it well wide. And that'll be pretty much the end of the first half here. Okafor finding a pass inside to Reinders. Good defense there. And it looks like Reinders might be down. That's unfortunate. Jimenez is going to turn it over. Hopefully there's no injury there, but I imagine it's going to be a broken toe. Good pass inside. Jankto going to find a pass as well. Kalulu getting a block in, and we're going to be able to get this one away. Reinders is up. I can't tell if he's injured just yet, but we're going to be able to push forward here. Teo Hernandez looking inside for Pobega, who has found well. Can't quite get around the... Oh, that would have been a great pass to Jimenez. And it does look like Reinders is injured. Jimenez pushing forward here, finding a pass to Elise. We're going to look inside for Reinders. Reinders will finish that one off. And that will be the end of his game as well. We're going to get a sub on for him, but 3-0 after 75 minutes. We have firmly put 3 points back into our pockets for the standings, and I think more than likely we're going to end up winning the league based off of this game. We got a 3-man sub here, Chukwueze on for Okafor, Reinders coming off for Loftus-Cheek, and then we're also going to get Adley on for a game instead of in place of Pobega. Elise switching the play out here for Chukwueze, trying to get that one down to Loftus-Cheek. We're going to keep pressure on Zappa down here, try to force a turnover. We almost do it, but not quite. Oh, never mind. We do. And Jimenez will finish that one off. 88 minutes gone, 4-0. Yeah, this one was too easy. That'll be the end of the game. So a 4-0 win over Cagliari. Pretty easy game, like I said, and that's 3 points in the bag. So we should be on 77 points now. And of course, it was a broken toe injury that Reinders has suffered, so he will be out for the remainder of the season. He did get 2 goals in that game, though, so I'm sure he's happy with the game that he had, but just frustrated with, of course, not being able to finish out the season. Napoli, I believe, won their game, and Inter drew their game, but Roma won their game as well. So we're only 2 points out of Napoli, 3 ahead of Roma, 4 ahead of Inter. Things are heating up, and it's getting really crazy up here at the top of the league. I don't like that Reinders is out, but it honestly kind of works out for us because now we can get Rafael Leao back into the team. He is going to be on the bench for this game. I just don't trust putting him in after being out for 3 months. And then, of course, now we only have Loftus-Cheek really to replace Reinders. We could go with Adley or Musa, but Loftus-Cheek has been playing well, so let's get him into the team. I think this is the lineup we're going to go with. We've been sticking with this lineup for pretty much the last few months. They have all rightly earned their place in the team. So let's go ahead and get into this game against Torino. This will be their lineup for our game against them. Not familiar with most of those players, to be honest, but you never know how it's going to go with ultimate difficulty and player-based difficulty on, so let's get into it. Jimenez with a great pass to the overlapping run from Teo Hernandez. We're going to try to cut inside. Oh, he just ran out. Jimenez finding a ball through to Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek with the shot! 15 minutes gone. Outside the box shot from Loftus-Cheek gives us a 1-0 lead. He's been on the bench for us for the past several games just because Pobega has been playing so well. And, of course, Reinders has been doing well. But, wow. Let's look at the final angle on this shot. Yeah, the curvature was great. The keeper could do nothing about it. And the manager is very happy. Ooh, Pobega, sliding challenge, not called for a foul. They get one in right after us. But that's the kind of goal from Loftus-Cheek that you need to win titles. And we get one there. I'm just so happy that Loftus-Cheek is the one to do it. He's been playing so well this year. Our midfield is pretty much solidified for next season. Pobega, pass inside to Elise. Good tackle. But yeah, our midfield, we're going to add Charles de Ketelaere to it, and we're just going to be unstoppable, honestly. BJ Song inside to Alaquisha. Not sure how to say that name. Inside to Pellegrini. All right, they level the game at 1. Bad defense by me, to be honest. Mori to Benacer to Pobega. What is that pass? Oh, but Okafor wins it back. Jimenez gets in the pass. Okafor shot right at the keeper. Really hoping he was going to go with his right foot there. But does not. We're going to have a corner, though. Loftus-Cheek swinging it in. Maybe a little bit too far. Jimenez can't quite get to it. We're going to end up with the ball on the edge of the box with Elise. Tamori is not who we want on it. Teo Hernandez finds Jimenez. Elise can't get quite to that one. Benacer, we're keeping it alive. Elise, not a good turn. Ooh, Pobega, great sliding challenge. Ball inside to Elise. Don't love any of our options just yet. We find Jimenez, though, and Jimenez will finish it off. 2-1, 50 minutes gone. We gain our lead back once again. DJ Sung pushing forward, finding a pass to Balikwisha. Calabria trying to get a tackle in. Kalulu does well to get a foot in. We're going to clear this from now to Elise. Oh, the defender messes up. Elise is going to have a free run. The center back is behind Elise. Can he finish it off? He sure can. 3-1 now. 57 minutes gone. We are finally putting ourselves in position to win the Serie A. 65 minutes gone now. We're going to go ahead and get some subs in. It looks like Torino are as well. We are going to get Rafael Leao back out on that left wing for us to finish off this season. Tial coming in for Kalulu, and then Adley coming in for Pobega as well in midfield. Let's go ahead and swing this corner in right here. Not really looking for Leao, but he nearly got on the end of it. Torino moving forward now, though. Looking for a pass inside to Temeze. Back out here to Lee Jae-sung. Good pass inside to Okereke, I believe. Tial, good tackle. Elise holding the ball up well, looking for Calabria. We'll find Adley. We're going to have Jimenez. Not quite going to have a fourth. Attacking-wise, our team is absolutely elite. The combination of our midfield and our front three has been incredibly good all year. Jimenez firing that one into the back of the net as well. 4-1 over Torino. Yeah, that'll seal it up for sure. Lazic, good pass to Lee Jae-sung. Great save by Magnan. I thought maybe we were going to give up a second goal. I'm not too worried about them making a comeback. I mean, they could, for sure. We've done it before. Let up multiple goals in the final 10 minutes of a game, but I'm not too worried about it this time. Magnan collects that corner. And that is the referee's final whistle. 4-1 win for Milan over Torino. Let's get back to the main menu. Let's see if we have officially won the league or not. I don't think we have, but it's possible. Well, I guess I forgot. Napoli actually were a point ahead of us technically in that last game, so we do have to get at least a draw here. A loss will not be, I mean, we cannot lose for sure. A win would guarantee us, obviously, the title, but a draw might get us the title. I would rather just win the game, though. So let's go ahead and move forward to this game against Salernitana here on final day of the season. And let's see where everybody is in the table. Looks like Juventus and Inter are going to be fighting for that fourth place spot in Champions League football next season, which is a very big game. Let's see who everybody is playing. Juventus playing Monza. Inter are facing Verona. Roma are facing Empoli, and Napoli are facing Lecce. So everybody's got some like easier opponents. None of the top 6 or top 7 are playing each other, it looks like. So let's go ahead and get into this final game. I think we're going to stick with Okafor out on the left wing and keep Leao on the bench. We'll bring him on as a sub. And then I think we'll stick with pretty much the same lineup again. I mean, again, there's just no reason to switch up the team. They've been playing so well together. And as you can see, I mean, we've been scoring so many goals. We're technically the league leaders in goals scored by 1 over Inter and by 2 over Napoli, as well as having the second best defense in the league behind Roma. So overall, our team is just, I mean, we've performed very well in the league. Just Europa League and Champions League, maybe not quite as well. So let's get into this game. Salernitana with their lineup coming forward to our stadium over here at San Siro. Final day of the season, home game at the San Siro. We will be lifting the trophy at the end of this game, as long as we, of course, win. Lise inside to Benacer to Loftus-Cheek. Okafor now with it. Benacer, couldn't get the second shot away. Good deflection by the defender. Pobega out here to Calabria. Don't love that option, but wow, Jimenez is in the middle of the box by himself. The center backs are just not even man-marking him at all. Gets a shot away right at the keeper, unfortunately. Sending in the cross. Not able to get to it. I mean, do we see Salernitana's back line here? They are literally on the edge of the 6-yard box. Pobega out here to Elise. We're going to look back inside for Benacer. Finding a pass to Loftus-Cheek finally. Don't quite love all of our options just yet. Loftus-Cheek gets a shot away. Jimenez is offsides. But yeah, I mean, their back line is literally almost in the goal. Salernitana are pushing forward well. Magnan, a crucial save 37 minutes into this half to keep this game level at 0-0. We obviously need to win this game. A draw can still help us, though. wow, that is not getting cleared away. Maignan gets a hand to it, and it looks like we will be able to get it out. Obega to Elise. Elise, we've got Loftus-Cheek in the middle, and Loftus-Cheek will fire it into the back of the net. Counterattack is exactly where we have scored most of our goals this season, probably. And 41 minutes gone, we take a 1-0 lead. And here at halftime, you can tell we're absolutely dominating the game. 2/3 of the possession and more shots as well. But I wish in the halftime screen you could see like the games that are being played like around the league. I mean, that would be pretty cool. Benacer over here to Jimenez. Jimenez to Okafor. Probably shouldn't have gone for a shot, but Loftus-Cheek is there to find the back of the net yet again. A 2-goal lead here after 50 minutes. And I think we have wrapped this game up. I don't want to speak too soon. Again, I do it a lot, but these teams are just at the bottom of the table, especially in the Serie A, are just not very good. Good passing from Salernitana, getting a shot away from the edge of the box. Weissman sending it just wide of the post. Maignan almost having to make a save on it. 62 minutes gone now, though. I believe we've got a couple subs coming on. Rafael Leao is making his way into the team, as well as one other person I can't exactly remember right now. But, I mean, still, there's just so much space out here. I'm not sure. I get that they're running a three-man at the back formation, but it just seems like it's too easy for us to score and to get forward sometimes. Benacer getting a shot away, but it was saved. Loftus-Cheek with a great tackle. We're going to find a pass all the way up forward to Jimenez, who will find Elise, who will find a goal for us yet again. 75 minutes gone, 3-0. The league is officially ours. Uh-oh. Tomori with a bad pass. Whoa, keeper coming out. Maignan making a great save. Looks like they're going to have the ball. Going to have a free kick on the edge of the box, 80 minutes gone. I would love to keep a clean sheet, obviously, in this game, but we know how good free kicks can be from the AI. Kalulu. I think Maignan actually might have got the save there. They will have a corner off of this, though. We're going to be able to get it away with Elise. Just momentarily, though. They're going to try to send it back inside. Candreva. Chaonu. Not sure. Calabria will end up with it. And we'll get this one back to the keeper. Ooh, Rafael Leao doing a little bit of trickery on the edge of the box. Going to go for the shot. Going to be a corner for us. Figured I might as well go for a worldie here at the end of the game and at the end of the season. But we will end up with a corner here. Maybe we can put a fourth into the back of the net. Tomori up for it and over the bar. But off of this goal kick, we will officially win the Serie A in our first season as manager of AC Milan. Of course, things didn't go so well for us in the Champions League or in the Europa League. But here in the Serie A, they definitely have. And the San Siro is going to go wild for this trophy celebration. And it'll be Teo Hernandez to lift the trophy, our captain for the entire season. Let's go, boys. AC Milan career mode, season 1. Serie A trophy. Done and dusted. Now, we move on to season 2. And we're going to try to get a win in the Champions League. I mean, that's really the goal. I want to take AC Milan back to Champions League glory. But it sure is nice to see them win the league as well. But let's go ahead and take a look at the Serie A standings to see where everyone ended up. Looks like on the final day, Napoli, I believe, ended up getting a win as well as Roma. Let's check the scores and fixtures over here on the side. Couldn't think of the word. Juventus get a 4-0 win over Monza. Inter 3-0 over Verona. We, of course, won 3-0 as well. Roma 2-0 over Empoli. Napoli 5-2 over Lecce. And Atalanta with a 1-1 draw with Torino. Fiorentina with a win as well. Very interesting results there. But the top 4 is going to be Milan, Napoli, Roma, and Inter Milan as well. Juventus in 5th, Atalanta in 6th, and Lazio down in 7th place. And really, you can see the difference between us and Napoli was just one more draw and one less win for them. So if they would have had one more goal throughout the entire season, they could have won the Serie A potentially over us. But our goal difference, as well as the other top 4 teams' goal difference, all very good. Like I said, the Serie A definitely seems like it's like a top 6, top 7, teams, and then everybody else is very much average at best. I'm sure, we've dropped some points to some lower level teams, but it really is just a race for the top 6 teams, really. So Fantastic season from the boys. Let's go ahead and advance to the end of May. We do have one player's contract expiring. It is Antonio Morante, who is 40 years old. So we will happily just let that one expire. And it looks like Manchester City have won over Arsenal 2-0, which pains me to see as an Arsenal fan. But it is nice to see that Arsenal made it to the final. That's pretty incredible. Man City got past Barcelona on penalties, and Arsenal passed PSG in the semifinals. You can see some of the other results there as well. Let's go ahead and check out the Europa League while we're at it. Of course, we almost made it to the final ourselves, but not quite. And Liverpool absolutely dominated Stade Rennais, so that makes sense. And then we will have, let's see, Conference League here as well. Aston Villa over Club Brugge showed the English League. The English Premier League dominated all of the European competitions and won with 3 different teams. That's absolutely incredible. The Coppa Italia was won by Fiorentina over Juventus 2-0. And then we will also go over and check out the other leagues around the world and see who all won. We'll check out kind of the main ones. Not really interested in every league. But over there in the Premier League, looks like Manchester City ended up in first place over West Ham in second. Liverpool in third, Arsenal in fourth, Chelsea fifth, and Man United rounding out the top 6. Very interesting season there. Brighton, of course, finishing down in 11th. I don't know. I think we did better than that in our first season with the Brighton. I believe we finished in 8th. Ligue 1 over there in France. PSG, of course, winning it over Monaco. No surprise there. Let's move on to the Bundesliga. Bayern over Dortmund. Leverkusen down in 4th. Not quite as good of a season as they have had in real life. We will check out Netherlands. It's always pretty standard. Ajax and Feyenoord, though, level on points. Ajax, I believe, winning on goal difference. Portugal, it was Sporting over Porto, and Benfica in 3rd. Makes sense. And then in the La Liga over there, Atletico Madrid finishing in 1st place with 97 points. 92 goals scored. Real Madrid in 2nd. Barcelona in 3rd. Villarreal in 4th. Incredible season from a lot of different teams and a lot of different leagues. We will go ahead and also check out the top scorers, leading assist men in the Serie A, and as well as clean sheets. It looks like clean sheets, Magnan ends up in 1st place, tied in 1st place with Sommer, 12 clean sheets each. I'm not sure who would win the Golden Glove in that scenario. Magnan did play in less games, so I feel like it would deservedly go to him, but not too sure. Assist-wise, Jimenez came to us in January and finished with 12 assists in 20 games. I mean, he is an incredible striker. He almost plays like a false 9. Reinders in 4th place. Leao down there in 8th. Loftus-Cheek in 11th. Okafor in 16th. Elise in 18th. Pobega in 19th. We have so many players in the top 25 for assists. But Vlahovic takes the cake there with Wilson right behind him. And then as far as scorers go, Wilson takes the lead over that. I mean, 31 from Callum Wilson for Napoli is mind-boggling. He is, I mean, he's good, don't get me wrong, but that's incredible. Vlahovic in 2nd place. So those 2 players really did the most for their teams. We will have nobody really in the top 10. Leao and Jimenez in 14th and 15th on 14 goals, as well as Loftus-Cheek down there. And I believe that's it for us in the top 25. We really had a very even spread across our team in terms of goals and assists, and we will go ahead and go check that out now. But yeah, Jimenez actually ends up with the most goals and assists for our club, and he only played 33 games, which is still a lot, but missed the first half of the season for us, so I can only imagine how good he would have been if we would have had him all year. And we did end up with technically 7 of our players in double digits in goals scored. De Ketelaere isn't actually one of our players this season. He was on loan. But still fantastic to see, as well as Pobega and Elise right there with 9 goals as well. And then in terms of assists, Jimenez 13, Reinders 13, Elise 11, Pobega 10. I mean, we had almost 8 or 9 players with double-digit assists as well. So our team is definitely one to share the ball around and get a lot of goals with different players. Benacer did well. No goals, not a lot of goals or assists for him, but defensive mid position, don't expect too much from him. Then we've got a lot of players out on loan as well. Looks like some of them grew very well. Colombo's 76 overall now. I mean, we're going to have our pick of the bunch in terms of players that we can play. So I'm very excited to get to next season, and hopefully you guys are as well. And we're going to have some interesting moves to make. Please be sure to leave your comments down below on players that you would like to see us bring in or on moves you would like to see us make. I'm thinking You know, I like Kalulu and I like T.O., but I just don't know if they're really going to improve a whole lot. So I think a center back would be a great move. I'm looking probably to move on from Malik T.O., to be honest. I just don't know if he's really it. He was decent for us, but again, just not great. Joro Hato came in, and I'd much rather use him than T.O., to be honest. So maybe we move Kalulu to the bench, bring in a world-class center back, and maybe we move on from Calabria. He's pretty good, but, you know, he might not be the level that we need. Magnan is likely going to leave the team in the summer. We're probably going to move him on, and we're probably going to look to bring in Diogo Costa as the goalkeeper for us for the future. I do like Magnan. He has actually been pretty good for us, but unfortunately, there were a lot of times that I just didn't feel like he was at the level he needed to be, even though he is 88 overall. So it's going to be interesting to see what we do in the transfer window. But again, please be sure to leave your comments. I'm always interested to see what you guys think about who we should bring in, who we should let go of. We're going to be letting go of a lot of players probably, just because we're going to have so many coming back from loan. But we'll try to loan out as many as we can again to see if they can improve and get up to the level that we need them to be. So I think that's going to do it for Season 1 of the AC Milan Career Mode. We're going to be starting off Season 2 very soon, and I hope you guys are ready for it. Please be sure to like the video. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.